households,
both alike in dignity.
In fair Verona, where we lay our scene.
from ancient grudge break to new mutiny.
Merciful blood. Make civil hands unclean.
From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end not could remove, is now the half-hour's traffic of our stage.
Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of this neighbor-stained steel. On pain of torture from those bloody hands, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground and hear the sentence of your moved prince. 3 civil brawls, bred of an airy word by the old Capulet and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiets of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For now all the rest depart away. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Come on, cuz.
Is the day so young?
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out!
Of love?
Out of her favor where I am in love!
Alas, that love who seems so gentle should be so rough.
Farewell, my cuz.
And soft. I will go long, and if thou leaves me so, you do me wrong.
I have lost myself. I am not here. This is not Romeo. He's some other where.
Tell me in sadness, who is that you love?
In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I aimed so near when I supposed you loved.
Oh, and she is fair, I love.
Alright, fair mark for cuz. The soonest hit.
Well, in that hit, you miss. Oh, she is rich in beauty. Only poor that when she dies with beauty dies her store.
She hath sworn and she will still live chaste.
She hath. And in that sparing makes huge waste.
Be ruled by me, forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes. Examine other beauties.
'Tis the way to call her exquisite and question more. He that is struck and blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Farewell. Thou canst not teach me to forget.
I will pay that doctrine, or else die in debt.
Nurse, where's my daughter?
Now, by my maidenhead, a 12-year-old, I bade her come. What lamb? What ladybird? God forbid. Where's this girl? What? Juliet! Oh no! Who called? Your mother.
Madam, I am here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, thou knowest that my daughter is of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age unto an hour.
She is not 14.
I'll lay 14 of my teeth. She is 14. How long is it till Lammas Day?
A fortnight and odd days.
Even or odd of all days in the year, come Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls, were of an age. Well, Susan is with God now. She was too good for me. But as I said, on Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. That shall she. Mary, I remember it well. 'Tis since the earthquake, now 11 years. Shake, quoth the dove house. And my husband, God rest his soul, he was a merry man, took up the child. Yea, quoth he, dost thou fallest upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backward when thou hast more wit, wilt thou not, Jewel? and it stinked and said, well, that was the prettiest babe that e'er I saw. And to think that I should see thee married one day, I have my wish.
Mary. That, Mary, is the very theme that I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
An honor! Were not I thine only nurse, I would say thou hast sucked wisdom from thy teeth.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you, here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now made. Thus then, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
Oh, lady, such a man as all the world. Why, he is a man of wax.
Verona's summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, he's a flower, a very flower indeed.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Read o'er the volume of young Paris's face, and find delight there with beauty's pen. And what obscured in this fair volume lies, find written in the margin of his eyes, this precious book of love, this unbound lover. To beautify him only lacks a cover. So shall you share all that he doth possess by having him, making yourself no less.
No less, nay, women grow bigger by men.
Speak briefly. Can you like of Paris's love?
I'll look to like, if looking, liking move.
This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest, such as I love. At my poor house look to behold this night, earth-treading stars that make dark heaven light.
And if you be not of the house of Montagues, come, and crush a cup of wine.
At this same ancient feast of old Capulets, sups the fair Rosaline whom now so loves. I'm sexual, I know. Go thither, and with an impartial eye compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow. Thy swan a crow.
When the devout religion of mine eye maintains such falsehood, then turn tears to fire. One fairer than my love, the all-seeing sun, ne'er saw her match since first the world begun.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance! You are a lover, beyond a common bound.
I am to soar and pierce it with his shaft, to soar with his light feathers. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
Too great oppression for such a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing?
It is too rough, too rude, and too boisterous, and it pricks like thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you beat love down. Give me a case to put my visage in. A visor for a visor.
We mean well in going to this mask, but 'tis not wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I.
What was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep where they do dream things true.
Oh, I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman. Come, we burn daylight, ho!
Romeo, my cousin Romeo, where are you? He heareth not, he stirreth not, the ape is dead.
You just had scars and never felt the wound. But soft. What light through yonder window breaks? Oh, it is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Oh, rise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who's already sick and pale with grief that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. It is my lady.
Oh, hi, me.
She speaks.
Romeo. Oh, Romeo. Oh, Romeo, 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 wherefore art thou, Romeo? To deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more? Shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is mine enemy. Thou art thyself, though not Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other word would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
Take thee at thy word! Call me but love, and I'll be you baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bescreened at night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of thy tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art not thou Romeo and Montague? How camest thou hither, and wherefore? If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes. But thou love me, let them find me here.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would I made him blush, but paint my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word, yet if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. At lovers' perjuries they say Jove laughs.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I vow.
Oh, swear not by the moon. Although I do joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too sudden, too unadvised, too like the lightning which has ceased to be, ere one can say it lightens. Sweet, good night.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thou love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine ere thou didst request it, and that I would it were to give again. 3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worst to want thy light.
Good morrow, Father.
Benedicite. What early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Care keeps his watch in every old man's eye, and where care lodges, sleep will never lie. So, thy earliness, I hit it right, tells me Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin. Wast thou with Rosaline?
What with Rosaline, ghostly father, no. I've forgotten of that name, and that name's woe.
That's my good son. But tell me, where hast thou been then? Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Biddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
Then plainly know, my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. This I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy Saint Francis, what a change is here! Is Rosaline that thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. But come, young waverer, in one respect I'll thy assistant be, for this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Then let us hence. I stand on sudden haste.
Wisely and slow. They stumble that run fast.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet him. That's not so. Oh, she is lame. Now is the sun upon the highmost hill. 3 long hours. Had she affections and warm, youthful blood, she'd be as swift a motion as a ball in hours, yet she is not come. Old folk. Oh God, she comes. Oh, honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him?
Fie, how my bones ache. What a jaunt have I.
Would thou touch my bones and I thy news?
Nay, come, I pray thee, speak. Good nurse, speak.
Jeez,
Sue, what haste! Can you not stay a while? Do you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath and thou hast?
Breath, say to me, thou art out of breath. Let me be satisfied. Is it good or bad?
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo? No, not he. Though his face be better than any man's, and his leg excels all men's, and for a hand and a foot and a body, though it not be talked on, they are past compare. Go thy ways, wench.
Serve God. What have you dined at home?
What? No, all this I did know before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Oh, my head. It beats as if it would fall
in 20 pieces. Oh, my back!
My back to the other side! Oh, my back!
Beshrew your heart for sending me to catch my death with John's trumpet now.
Faith, I am sorry thou art not well. Sweet, sweet, sweet nurse, what says my love?
He says, like an honest gentleman, and a courteous, and a kind, and a handsome, and I warrant a virtuous. Where is your mother?
Where is my mother? Oh, why, she is within. Where should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Thou love says, like an honest gentleman, where is your mother?
God's lady, are you so
Hot? Is this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforth, do your messages yourself.
Oh, you're such a coil. Come, what says Romeo?
Do you have leave to go to confession today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife.
Love you!
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare you.
You set this quarrel into a broach. Speak, Benvolio.
Here they were fighting ere I did approach, and I drew to part them. And in an instant came the fiery Tybalt with the sword prepared. While we were interchanging thrusts and blows, came more and more and fought on either part, until you came and parted either part.
Blood in the streets of Verona today as more violence erupts between feuding families. Tybalt of House Capulet was pronounced dead at the scene of a street brawl in the market district, and authorities are on the lookout for Romeo of House Montague.
Cousin!
An all-out manhunt is
Cousin!
currently underway.
Oh, Tybalt! Oh, my cousin! Oh, husband! Oh, vengeance! The blood is spilled of our dear kinsman! I beg for justice which thou, prince, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio. Who now the price of his dear blood doth owe?
Not Romeo, prince. He was Mercutio's friend. The folk concludes but what the law should end. The life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses, nor tears nor prayers shall purchase out abuses. Therefore use none. Romeo principates, else when he is found, that hour is his last.
Art thou gone so? Lord, love, a husband, friend. I must hear from thee, and every day in the hour, for in a minute there are many days. Oh, thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not. And all these woes shall serve as sweet discourses in our time to come. Adieu, adieu.
Fortune, fortune, all men call thee fickle. Be fickle, fortune. For then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back.
Hope! Daughter? Are you up? Why, how now, what? Juliet!
Madam! I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death. That is because the traitor murderer lives.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling loss.
Well, girl, thou weepst not so much for his death as that the villain lives which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo. We will have vengeance for it. Fear thou not.
Would none but I might venge my cousin's death.
Then weep no more. I'll give him such a venomous poison that he shall soon keep Tybalt company, and then I hope thou wilt be satisfied. Well, thou hast a careful father, child, one who, to put thee from my heaviness, hath sorted out a sudden day of joy that thou expects not, nor I look not for.
Madam, in happy time, what day is that?
Mary, my child, early next Thursday morn, the gallant, young, and noble gentleman, the County Paris at St. Peter's Church shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church, and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I must wed ere he that should be my husband comes to woo. I pray you, tell my lord and father, madam, that I shall not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate rather than Paris.
Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself and see how he will take it at your hands.
How now, my girl? What, still in tears? Evermore showering? How now, wife? Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will none. She gives you thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
Soft. Take me with you, wife. Take me with you. How? Will she none? Does she not give us thanks? Does she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have wrought so worthy a gentleman to be her bride?
Not proud that you have, but thankful that you have. Proud I can never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate that is meant love.
How? Chop the logic. What is this? Proud and I thank you not, and yet not proud?
Mrs. Meaning you, thank me no thankings, nor proud me no prouds. But bellow your fine joints against Thursday.
To go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not. Do not answer me. Oh, God's bread! It makes me mad. Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play, alone, in company. Still my care hath been to have her matched, and to have now a whining mammoth to answer, I'll not wed, I cannot love, I pray you, pardon me. But and you will not wed, I will pardon you. Wait where you will, you shall not oust me. Look to it, think on it, Thursday is near, lay hand on heart, advise. And you be mine, I will give you to my friend. And you be not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets. For what is mine shall never do me good.
Sweet my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week. Or if you do not, make the bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt rots. Oh God, how shall this be prevented? Comfort me, counsel me. What sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy?
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it, on Thursday next be married to County Paris.
Tell me not, friar, that thou hearest of this unless thou can tell me how I may prevent it. If in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, then do but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I'll help it presently.
Shh, Juliet, hold daughter. I do spy a kind of hope, and if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Oh, bid me leap off the battlement, any battlement rather than marry Paris.
Hold then. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilling liquor drink thou off. All thy veins shall run cold and still. No pulse, no warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. And in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt sleep soundly for the next 2 days, and then awake as from a pleasant dream. In the meantime, before thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our plan. And hither shall he come. And that very night shall Romeo steal thee hence to Mantua.
Romeo. 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 Here's drink. I drink to thee.
Juliet!
And he who believes in me will never die. I am the greatest, able to do the least. I writ to Romeo that hither he should come that dire night, to help to take her from her borrowed grave. My message to Romeo was delayed. This message was of dear import, and the neglecting it did much damage. I'm sorry. Romeo hears of her supposed fate
Pardon me for this ill
and
news.
flies to her family's monument seeking hope,
Her body sleeps in Capel's monument,
finding none.
and her immortal part with angels lives. Juliet. Arms, take your last embrace, and lips, seal with the righteous kiss.
He takes his life. Then, all alone, I raced to her tomb, hoping to hide her till I could send for Romeo. But, alas, too late. She wakes.
Drunk all and left no friendly drop to help me after. I do remember where I should be, and there I am. Yet where is my Romeo? Poison I see hath been thy timeless end. Noise. Then I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger. This is thy sheath. There rest. Let me die.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun, for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence, to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished. For never was there a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.